I'm going to give you an idea of what to do with all of the beautiful Christmas cards you receive at Christmas time. You could put your Christmas cards in a holder like this that hangs on the doorknob. My aunt actually made this for me years ago, and it's cross-stitch. It's cute, but it doesn't display all the beautiful cards, so I want to show you a different idea. My other idea is to hang ribbons on your wall. I just hang them with a straight pin, and then use another straight pin to pin cards onto the ribbon, just like this. And you decide how long you want the ribbon to be. If you have small children, you want to make sure that they can't reach this lower ribbon and grab it, especially if you're just hanging it by a straight pin. And then I put a bow at the top. So let me show you how I do this. The ribbon you use for this will depend on the colors wherever you're going to hang the cards. I hang them in my hallway, and I use this gold ribbon that has wire at the edges. You could also use red ribbon, of course, which would be very festive. The thing is, you need to use ribbon that's at least this wide. This is 1 1/4 inches wide, or in centimeters, I'm going to tell you what it is. It's about 3 1/2 centimeters. This gold one is 2 1/2 inches, or 6 centimeters. So start with a ribbon that's at least this wide, and you need to decide how long you want the tail to be. So you'll stand at the wall and say, okay, I want it to go as high as here and as low as here, and then cut it. Now if you're using ribbon that has wired edges, I always use really heavy duty scissors to cut them. All right, then you're going to need to watch my video on how to wrap a floral wire, and my videos on this, they're both on this channel, videos on how to make a bow. This is going to be a really simple bow, so I'm going to show you how to make a bow, and then I'm going to show you how I attach it to the wall and how I pin the cards to the wall. Now I'm going to make the bow that's going to go at the top. It's going to be very simple, but I still recommend that you watch some of the videos on my channel on how to make a simple bow. So I'm starting on the wrong side, and I'm just going to twist a couple times, and I'm just going to do a 2-loop bow, 1 and 2, and twist it, and then I'm going to cut off this end, and then take my wrapped wire, which again you can see how to wrap a floral wire on my video on this channel on how to wrap a floral wire, and I'm just going to take it around the center and make it really tight. Oops, I want it to be about equal. Okay, and twist it a few times. So now I'm not going to cut that off yet, because now I'm going to take the ribbon that's the length that I'm going to attach the cards to, and I'm just going to squish the top piece, and I'll take the floral wires and put that top squished piece on there, and then I'll twist the wire a few times around and play with the bow a little bit so that the tails are coming down. I'll trim these after, okay? And now I don't need these wires anymore, so I'll take wire cutters, never use scissors for this, and I'll pinch those off, and then for the bow little tails, I'll cut points on those. Okay, so now I'm ready to attach this bow to the wall, and I'm going to use a straight pin like you use in sewing. When you figure out where you want to attach this bow and trailing ribbon to the wall, hold it up. All you need is a straight pin like from sewing, and a regular hammer, even a small hammer will do, and figure out some spot to take the straight pin in the middle of the bow and just nail it in. This won't leave much of a mark at all when you're ready to take it out at the end of the season. Okay, it's hard to do this in an angle because of how we're videotaping. But you can get that right in and it'll hold itself in the wall. And now we're ready to pin some cards on. When you pin your first card on, I would suggest pinning it in the lower part of the ribbon to weigh it down a bit. You can even put the pin in the card and get a couple holes in it, because sometimes if the card is large, it is a little unwieldy, so you just want to pin it through the card and through the ribbon. Oh, don't pin yourself. And pin it back and then fold it down when it's a card like this. And it doesn't matter if they're all even, and it just looks really lovely after it's full. So that is how to hang ribbon on your wall with a bow at the top to display your cards, which is a great way to look at your beautiful Christmas cards that you received all season.